After careful deliberation and intense negotiations, the United States and NATO decide to refuse the ultimatum, standing firm against the demands of their adversaries. In a historic address, world leaders announce their decision, asserting their commitment to democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. They make it clear that they will not be intimidated into submission, and they call on the global community to stand united against the threats posed by the adversaries. The announcement is met with a mix of relief, pride, and anxiety, as people around the world come to terms with the reality that the conflict will continue. Many applaud the decision as a demonstration of unwavering resolve, while others fear the potential consequences of defying the ultimatum. With the decision made, military forces on both sides are put on high alert, as tensions continue to escalate. The stakes are now higher than ever, and both sides must prepare for the possibility of a full-scale confrontation. Despite the refusal to surrender, diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution continue. World leaders and diplomats work tirelessly to de-escalate the situation, seeking common ground and potential avenues for compromise. Want to see more? You can now binge-watch all episodes of our series on our website. Get started today and explore the potential of the next world war. President Joe Biden, in a solemn address to the nation, reiterates the United States' commitment to defending democracy, freedom, and international law. He stands firm against the adversaries and vows to do whatever it takes to protect the country and its allies. Meanwhile, at NATO command, top military officials work around the clock, strategizing and planning for the ongoing conflict. They coordinate with their allies and share intelligence, ensuring that they are ready to face any challenges that may arise. As the United States and NATO prepare for the conflict, military forces are deployed and mobilized to strategic locations worldwide. Troops train rigorously, honing their skills and preparing for the difficult battles that lie ahead. Alongside the mobilization of troops, cutting-edge military technology and weaponry are being developed and deployed to bolster the United States and NATO forces. These innovations are designed to give them a strategic advantage in the conflict. Across the globe, nations voice their support for the United States and NATO, pledging resources and aid in the fight against their common adversaries. This show of solidarity sends a powerful message of unity as countries stand together to face the growing threat. While conflict remains the primary focus, diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution continue in parallel. Negotiators work tirelessly to establish channels of communication and explore potential avenues for compromise, hoping to avert further bloodshed. As the world watches these developments unfold, a mixture of fear, hope, and determination is palpable. People from all walks of life follow the news closely, praying for a peaceful resolution, but also prepared to support their nations in the fight for justice. As the conflict continues, military intelligence and reconnaissance play a crucial role in determining the next strategic moves. Analysts work tirelessly to monitor satellite images and data to gain a comprehensive understanding of enemy movements and potential weaknesses. In a surprising turn of events, satellite intelligence reveals that enemy forces are beginning to withdraw from several Russian-controlled regions. This development raises many questions and sparks intense speculation about the reasons behind these withdrawals. Military analysts propose various explanations for this unexpected development. Some suggest that the enemy forces may be regrouping to consolidate their power and launch a more concentrated attack. Others speculate that internal divisions or supply shortages could be contributing to the withdrawal. These unexpected enemy movements could have far-reaching implications for global politics as nations grapple with the potential consequences of a shifting balance of power. The possibility of a sudden change in the conflict dynamic could force governments to reevaluate their strategies and alliances. As the world tries to make sense of these developments, diplomatic efforts continue behind the scenes. Negotiators explore the possibility that these withdrawals might signal a willingness for dialogue and a potential de-escalation of the conflict. Meanwhile, NATO and its allies discuss their strategic response to the enemy withdrawals. They must decide whether to seize the opportunity to advance or to exercise caution and avoid potential traps laid by their adversaries. Military forces remain vigilant, closely monitoring the situation and adjusting their plans as new intelligence becomes available. This fluid and dynamic situation underscores the importance of adaptability and preparedness in the face of uncertainty. As news of the enemy withdrawals reaches the public, reactions are mixed. Some see it as a hopeful sign that the conflict may be nearing its end, while others remain skeptical, wary of potential deception or manipulation by the adversaries. The global community watches these developments closely, hoping that this change in the enemy's movements could lead to a breakthrough in the conflict. However, the situation remains precarious, and the potential for further escalation cannot be ignored. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay informed about the latest World War III worst-case scenario episodes. Thank you for watching. To stay up to date with our latest releases, all you've got to do is follow us across our various social media platforms. We're talking Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we're there. Thank you for watching our channel. There's a whole lot more where that came from. Interested in binge-watching all episodes today? Head over to our website to access our entire media library using the URL link in the description. Ready to test your World War II knowledge? What research and development project produced the first nuclear weapon during World War II? Provide your answer or response in the YouTube comment box below. Stay tuned for the right answer. The answer is the Manhattan Project. As tensions continue to escalate, the unthinkable occurs. Within a moment's notice, nuclear missiles are launched, targeting various strategic locations throughout Europe. The global community watches in horror as this nightmare scenario unfolds. As the missiles soar through the sky, a palpable sense of fear and dread takes hold. People across the world are glued to their screens, anxiously awaiting updates and praying for a miracle to avert catastrophe. Governments and emergency response teams scramble to respond to this dire situation. Leaders communicate with one another, coordinating efforts to minimize the potential devastation and prepare for the fallout of these catastrophic attacks. Military forces race against time, attempting to intercept and neutralize the incoming missiles. Their quick actions and advanced technology offer a glimmer of hope in the face of overwhelming adversity. Meanwhile, citizens throughout Europe are urged to seek shelter immediately. Panic spreads as people desperately try to find safety in underground bunkers, subway stations, and other secure locations. Despite the best efforts of military forces, some of the missiles find their targets, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. The devastation is immense, and the long-lasting consequences of these attacks will be felt for generations. As the world reels from the shock of these unprecedented attacks, an outpouring of grief and solidarity unites the global community. Nations offer their support, pledging resources and aid to help rebuild and recover from this tragic event. The unprovoked nuclear attack sends shockwaves through the international community. Tensions run high as each nation weighs the potential consequences of retaliation against the need to defend their homeland and citizens. The weight of the world rests on their shoulders as they navigate this perilous moment in history. Diplomacy is pushed to its limits as nations try to come to an agreement that could stave off the impending doom. In the meantime, nations with missile defense systems place them on high alert, preparing to intercept any further nuclear attacks. These systems represent a critical line of defense against potential devastation. Military personnel work around the clock to monitor incoming threats, aware that their actions could mean the difference between survival and annihilation. The world has never been closer to the brink of nuclear annihilation, and people everywhere are united in their desire for peace. Social media platforms become a conduit for a collective outcry, as millions voice their opposition to the ongoing hostilities. In the midst of the chaos, many turn to faith, gathering in churches, mosques, synagogues, and temples to pray for a peaceful resolution to the crisis. Candlelit vigils are held around the world as people come together to grieve for the lives lost and hope for a brighter future. The outpouring of support and unity in the face of such adversity serves as a powerful reminder of humanity's resilience and its unwavering desire for a world free from the specter of nuclear war. As tensions reach a boiling point, a synced barrage of final missiles are launched, signifying the ultimate act of devastation. It becomes clear the world has reached the point of no return. Fire from nuclear blasts consumes the Earth's surface, obliterating cities and turning landscapes into desolate wastelands. It is assumed that nothing can survive the wake of this apocalyptic destruction. As the smoke clears, the true scale of the devastation is revealed. The once thriving world is now a barren and lifeless shell, a haunting testament to the horrors of nuclear war. Allow this series to serve as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of escalating conflicts and the importance of diplomacy, communication, and cooperation to prevent such a devastating outcome. Let us learn from this harrowing vision and strive for a more peaceful and united world. Want to see more? You can now binge watch all episodes of our series on our website. Get started today and explore the potential of the next world war. Arm yourself with the power of advanced AI for video creation, high-quality copy generation, a diverse range of freelance services, top-notch hosting options, and the ultimate online privacy protection. Don't miss out on exclusive discounts and promotions. Sign up today by clicking on the links in the description. Your journey towards creating compelling content starts now.